Well, good morning, YouTube. All right, guys, today what we're working on is this. So with our solar system that we put on here last year, we're pretty much completely off grid. And right now we're sitting in a truck stop in Wildwood, Florida, not using any plug-in power whatsoever, running everything off of the solar. Now, you guys know our solar is pretty weak right now. We've got like 260 watts coming in, but it's a fairly nice day. We're not running AC, so fridge is running. We brewed coffee this morning, so on and so forth. We've been here over 24 hours now. We are still at 87% capacity. So the system is working good, but the one thing that's bothering me is if you look at the power in and the power out, they don't quite give me the information that I want. Now for the power in, obviously, there's nothing there because we're not plugged in. But power out, you see, it's only showing one of the two legs out of the inverter. It's not showing the second leg. And when we are plugged into power, it only shows one leg coming in, even if we're hooked up to a true 50 amp split phase with two inlets. So the way it is right now, there are times that I cannot see how much wattage a particular device is using, and sometimes I can. And I'm not positive, but it seems like when I'm hooked to power, it almost switches. Like I'm seeing a different line than the line I'm seeing when I'm not hooked to shore power. So I've got my Victron Connect app all downloaded on my computer, and we're gonna go hook up to the inverter. I'm gonna give Arizona Wind and Sun a phone call and see if they can help us with tech to get that all set up, because I can't figure out how to change that parameter within the system, so I need a little help from them. Hi guys, sorry about all the noise, but we are in a truck stop parking lot. But if you are new to the channel, here is the Goliath off-grid solar system. So the heart of the system is the 3,000 watt Victron Energy Multi Plus 2 full pass-through 50 watt split phase inverter. There you see we have our bus bars. There is the Serbo GX device. We have a DC to DC charge controller, so when the truck is running, it's also charging our batteries. And then we have the solar charge controller right there for the solar on the roof. Now the batteries are not in this compartment, they're in the next compartment over here, which you can't get to, but there are two 300 amp hour Chins Bluetooth smart lithium iron phosphate batteries. So to minimize the time on the phone, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the black cover off of the Victron, because I think we may have to plug into there or plug in using the Bluetooth dongle down here, because my new computer does not have USB. It only has USB-C, and that could cause a problem. So with my old Mac, I was able to use this interface here, and basically it would hook up with the data cable, and then the other end here would hook into the computer with a USB. Unfortunately, I upgraded my computer, not realizing that this is no longer going to plug into it because it only has USB-C on the MacBook Pro instead of the MacBook Air. But I do still have a Bluetooth dongle in here, which I was using before I got the Serbo GX to communicate. So maybe, just maybe, I can still use the Bluetooth dongle instead of this and make these changes I need. But I'm assuming that they're gonna want that cover off, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. That way I don't have to waste the time doing that while I've got them on the phone, because I know their time is valuable as well, so I don't wanna waste their time. All right, so I'm getting ready to initiate the call. I put my headset on, that way if I've got to crawl into this compartment and make connections or do things, I don't have to hold my phone in my hand and still try to talk to them. Everything should go through loud and clear. Well guys, it ended up being way faster and easier than I thought it was gonna be, so this video is probably gonna be a little bit short, but I'll show you this a little bit better, but it did change a little bit and it was really simple. So now you can see that it shows the output for the AC loads, and it says line 1 plus line 2 right underneath it, where before it did not. So it seems a little bit silly because you guys saw me out there on the outside of the RV. I had the table set up, I had the computer set up. I was all ready to have to go in and program something. Turns out the Serbo GX device just needed an update, and it was all done from right here. So I had never actually hooked it to the internet before, so I hooked it to our hotspot, requested the update, installed the update, it restarted, and it automatically showed what I wanted to show. Now, what I was hoping for is that it would show line 1, line 2, even when we were on inverter, because remember, there are two lines going to the breaker box, but because those two lines are actually joined, they're combined at the inverter is only putting out one line, and then it just connects the two. So it shows the combined and not the individual. However, the tech at Arizona Wind and Sun told me that when I'm plugged into power, when I'm actually on a 50 amp split phase RV style circuit where there are two lines in, I will see the 2 lines in, and I will see the 2 AC lines out that are not shared, so I will have individual readings for each line. And that's just kind of nice so you can see what kind of wattage you're using on each line. But it was that simple. I didn't even need to take the computer out there. I didn't need to go through all the stuff I went through. And I didn't record putting everything away because it started to rain and I had to run out there and just pack it up really quick. So guys, I hope this was helpful to any of you that are looking at trying to program the Servo GX to do what you're going to do. And thank you for watching. And until the next time I see you, keep those engines running. Hey, and on another note, if any of you guys are interested in capacity, I've never done a full capacity check on these Chins lithium iron phosphate batteries that are in here yet. So if that's something that interests you guys, remember, we're boondocking here. We do have a little bit of solar on the roof, but it's not putting out much. Right now we're at 102 watts because we do have some cloud cover now. Like I said, when it rained, we were down to like 17 watts because all the sun went away. But if you guys would like to see a capacity test, I could definitely maybe do that tomorrow. We'll charge the batteries up to 100% with the generator, and then we'll turn on the air conditioning and see how long we can actually run with the AC going on battery power. If you guys are interested in anything like that, leave a comment down below and we just might do that.